Hello! It is Tuesday, March 21st, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m., 1900. It's been a long day. Doctor appointments, driving an hour to go to doctor appointments. I've had a migraine for the last, I don't know, 4 days, and I took my medicine yesterday, and I don't know, I still feel the nausea, and it just, the light in here is killing me right now, and I need to go lay down. But it's a little less than 2 weeks until Camp NaNoWriMo in April, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Despite the migraine and the doctor appointments today, I managed to get some flashcards done for my storyboard that I'm doing. I guess it's I'm only partway done, but I got some. They're not even scenes, they're like storylines, I guess, because I don't even know if this is gonna be one story or if it's gonna have to be, I don't know, not even more than one book, but like more than one book series. It's a lot. So I at least got something done today that's more productive than I've been the rest of the week due to migraines. So I don't know what my plan is tomorrow. I don't have any appointments or anything, so that's good. I think I will work a little bit more on flashcards and kind of decide what I need to do for Camp NaNoWriMo, because I don't really have a plan yet or a goal yet, and that's something I need to work on. So yeah, see you tomorrow.
We get lost, we can get high, because me gone, I feel alive. Anywhere, anyway, I will love you. We rule the world, just you and I. Just let me down, we walk the line. When all the things go wrong, I'll take a shot for you. Give me.
It is Thursday at 7:20, and yesterday I went to the library and I worked on more of my flashcards, index cards, whatever you call them, for the storyboard that I'm doing. My migraine flared up really bad afterward. I started getting like blurry vision and everything, so I didn't get much done after that. Today I'm going to work a little bit more on this, and we will see how that goes, I guess.
We rule the world, just you and I. Just let me down, we walk the line. When all the things go wrong, I'll take a shot for you. Give me your love, give me clouds, never let you go. Give me your love, give me clouds, never let you go. Give me your love. Give me your love.
Hi, Pooh dog. It has been raining non-stop, and we have just a brief moment of sun, so she's enjoying it. Can you see the clouds still coming? Right over the mountains. Like, that's just, yeah, more rain for the next few days. Hopefully we're done with snow, because it's bad when there's snow, and I never want to leave the house. And at least today it was kind of, you know, kind of something. worked on one flashcard. I'm getting kind of stuck for this storyboard because it's not one book, it's for a series or a universe. So each one of these is kind of a storyline, or some of them are combinations of storylines, and so far I've been splitting it up into things that are like happening current in like right now, modern times, and then there's storylines that are happening 10 to 15 years ago, and then there's storylines happening 20, 25 years ago. And I guess I'm having trouble really differentiating which are the focal story points, like which are the books that need to be written, which are the stories that need to be told, and what is just the backstory for that. So that's really what I'm trying to do with this, is figure out where I'm going, what needs to be done. But I'm getting stuck because it's hard for me to see some of the bigger picture and look at my number of notes, just constant notes of characters and storylines, and figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing. I need a second brain for processing power, I swear. So I'm working on it. It's just, I don't know, it's slow going. So I'm gonna take a break from this. I don't know if I'll keep working on it today, but I really need to figure out a plan for Camp NaNoWriMo, because it's, oh goodness, it's less than a week away. A week? 2 weeks? No, it's, I don't know. When is Camp NaNoWriMo? What day is it? Oh god. I have multiple calendars behind me. We're here. Camp Nano starts there. So, okay, so it's over a week away. What I need to do is make some kind of schedule for myself, because what I'm working on is this giant thing. This is my book, printed out, double-sided. It's a monstrosity. So I'm in the process of revising this, and that is going to be my Camp Nano project. I'd like to finish rewriting and revising it, but because I'm doing structural edits, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it in April for Camp NaNoWriMo. Would that be optimal? Yes. Yes, it would be optimal to finish that. But I don't know. After I finished my first draft, I wrote a synopsis outline, kinda, not for Act 1, but for Act 2 to the end, because the first act was pretty solid. I did know that when I finished my first draft, I needed to go back to the beginning and tweak a couple things, add some scenes so that the ending that I wrote would make sense. It didn't really stray from the plan in my head, but I just knew there was things that needed to be fixed. So then I wrote out an outline and synopsis, and I did the rest of book 1, and I did book 2, book 3, and book 4 plans. Although really, if I could just make this 3 books for a trilogy, I will do that. But right now it seems to be 4 books for just this main story arc. Because honestly, this series, these characters will continue in a different series, but this story arc right now, 3 to 4 books. So I wrote out a lot of it, and then I don't know, for 1 year all I did was work on this like outline synopsis. I literally took scissors to it and cut it up and like pasted everything together, trying to make it make sense, because I wrote everything down, and I think I wrote it in the way that I wanted it to be told. So this outline, this synopsis became really the story I want my book to be. And while my current book is not that far off the mark, I'm realizing that, yeah, I'm trying to make major structural edits so that my written book will match, you know, the idea that I have in my head. So I spent a lot of time, I color coded it based on the characters and their plots and subplots, and it took me a long time. And I was running into these issues that, one, my book is too long. The first draft was done at 115,000 words. That's a lot. My book is a young adult supernatural urban fantasy. That's really long for urban fantasy. And when I finished Act 1 with all of those revision edits, I hit 130,000, which that's, you know, that was not my intention. I thought I was going to be removing scenes. Instead, I ended up making it longer, which makes sense because in my initial drafting phase, I tend to skip over a lot of details and descriptive writing, so that gets added in a later draft. Now where I'm about halfway through, and I'm at a point where I'm in a good section where I'm adding a lot of scenes, and I don't really use a 3-act structure. When I'm writing, I use a 4-act structure, where Act 2, the middle, I basically just separate that into 2 further acts. So the first act, the first half of Act 2, I don't know, it's that area where the characters are in this new world and they're exploring it before shit hits the fan, basically. And I really delve into a lot of that, and I'm sure I will probably be making cuts in the next draft because, I don't know, you just like to brain dump in the drafting phase, right? Not everything's going to keep. But I'm still in that first half of Act 2. Like, I'm not even really close to a major midway point yet where anything of major consequence is happening. But I've added a lot of world building scenes that were important. And I am now at 165,000 words. I'm dying just thinking about it. Okay, young adult urban fantasy, 165,000 words. If anybody's read V.E. Schwab's Conjuring of Light, the 3rd book in her Shades of Magic trilogy, it's that size. It's a huge book, and I'm only halfway through of my structural edits of adding scenes. I'm going crazy. And to make matters worse, in this outline draft, I'm only on page 3 of of these scenes. I still have all of these pages. I need help. I need major help. I don't even know what I need at this point. So yes, I'm at 165,000 words halfway through, and I've actually removed 50,000 words, if you can believe that. So I don't know where all the words are going, because it doesn't really seem like I did that much work. But over the last year, I have done quite a bit, I guess. I should probably be proud of myself, but I'm getting distressed at how long my book is. So where do I draw the line? Being impressed at getting writing done and then realizing, no, I'm not supposed to be doing this much writing. Too much. I know. I'm worried I have pacing issues. So that's why I was trying to do major structural edits. And a few months ago, I really sat down and looked at my outline again, trying to figure out where I could cut or where I might be able to combine scenes if there are certain scenes that might do basically the same thing. Like, I know I probably repeat myself. I think I've realized I follow this like rule of threes, where events happen in threes or similar events happen in threes. And I really probably need to stop doing that in order to not run into a pacing issue or writing too much. Because if that's my issue, then I need to not have three similar sequence of events. That's not going to work. I did a little bit more research and really kind of nailed down some of the elements of the world building, because it's a boarding school in this series, so I nailed down what I wanted the daily life of the boarding school to be like. I made some fundamental changes to the timeline, which affects my outline that I already wrote. Not a lot, but it did actually enable me to look at a couple areas and go, you know what, I have two of these scenes where like one of them is the parents and family members come to visit the students. I have two scenes where two different important events happen on those days, but I really only need one. So I'm going to combine them, and I decided to alter one of the coinciding subplots that happen around the same time and just change it around, basically. That's the kind of structural edits that I'm doing, where right now I'm firmly in an area that I have been adding a lot of new stuff. So it's a lot of new writing, which just means that in my next round of edits I'm going to have a bunch of new words that need to be looked over again. This book's gonna need several rounds of edits, I'm sure. But because I'm only on page 3 of this outline, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it finished in time. In 30 days for Camp NaNoWriMo? I don't know. So I don't even know how to make goals for this. I don't know if I should do it because word count doesn't really matter to me, because I'm either adding a lot of words or I'm rewriting or I'm just reworking what's already there. So I don't really have a word count goal. I could do pages, revising a certain number of pages, but that also sometimes doesn't work, because right now I'm at a stage where I'm simply adding pages to my work, so I'm not making headway on the pages that already exist. So I'm gonna try to maybe go off of my outline and maybe look, I don't know, really break it down by scenes. I mean, it's already broken down into scenes as much as possible. Or, I don't know. I guess the difference is scenes and I guess what I'm gonna call a sequence, because I have 3 narrators. So even though it might be one like sequence in an event, it might switch point of views. So different scenes making up one sequence of an event. Yeah, it's a lot. I have written down 25 pages, but because of all of the literal cutting and pasting that I did, it's probably more like 16 or 17 pages. So that doesn't sound that bad, but because I'm halfway through my current book, where I'm at like 200 some odd pages out of 400 in the Word document. But I have all of this to go through that I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit down and really work out what scenes I still have to write, and I maybe create some kind of schedule for myself, or just say, I don't know if I just need to do something simple and say work on one scene a day. It's just so much. I would love to get this done over the course of April. That would be amazing. But it's a lot, and especially when I'm trying to rearrange scenes and rewrite, and I'm gonna get to the point where I'm going to be moving a lot of scenes from further in the book and moving them up to the point where I'm working now. And my manuscript is going to start to get just messy. It already looks kind of messy, but it's just, there's going to be scenes taken out of order, and I'm going to have to start filling in the gaps again between the stuff that I'm moving around, and it's just, it's so much work. Oh man, I really wanted to get this done in the first quarter of the year. I really wanted to take January, February, and March to work on all of this, because my goal was to do Camp NaNoWriMo and work on book 2. Clearly that didn't happen. January and February were crap months for me. I don't know why. The year only felt like it started to get going this month. Heaven only knows. Alright, so I don't know what my goals are. Maybe just a scene a day. 30 to 31 scenes doesn't sound like enough though, you know, for my goals. to finish this, that's not enough. But I know that that's quite a bit in terms of tackling for structural edits. I really admire the people who are like, I got a whole chapter done today, I got 2 chapters done. I was like, I admire you, I envy your skills, because I cannot do that. I wish I could. I don't even have chapters in this book. It's a problem. I only have scene breaks where the narrator's point of view changes. I don't even know if I need chapters, but that'll be for another edit round after I fix the scene orders and things like that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop thinking about that because that's stressed me out. Hey, okay, so I'm still filming, but as I started editing this vlog, it's super long because I start rambling about my work in progress and some of the characters. So I'm going to split this up into 2 vlogs for the week. The next one will be up probably just in a couple days because I'm going to edit it while I'm editing the first one and just get it ready. So if you would like to watch for more writing vlogs, I will be having reading vlogs and book reviews coming up as well, and just at least weekly writing vlogs during the April Camp NaNoWriMo. So if you are interested in that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I have my Camp NaNoWriMo profile listed down below, along with my Twitter and Instagram handles, which are at novellyKJ, so you can follow me there. And if you don't have any friends yet, or you want more friends for NaNoWriMo, please friend me. And if anybody has a cabin that they've already started and you guys want some more members, I would love to know about it. Let me know. And let me also know what you guys are doing. If you are participating in Camp Nano, what's your project? What are you guys working on? What are your goals? All right. And I will see you in a couple days for another video. Bye.